Hi, I'm Andy Glass with WorkshopAddict.com. Today we're taking a look at a game-changing product here in our professional woodworking shop. It's Festool's vacuum clamping system. Now here we have the kind of Cadillac of the system that they offer. It has the VAC SyS SE1, the VAC SyS SE2, of course the vacuum pump, and of course the foot pedal release. Let's bring you in for a little closer look. I'll show you how these units work, how they work together. Then we'll talk a little about my impressions, what I think of them, and how we're going to use them here in our professional woodworking shop. The concept for Festool's vacuum clamping system is extremely simple and easy to understand. The vacuum pump draws a vacuum on the two VAC-SyS SE1 and SE2, or one or the other depending on what you have. There's a green plunger on top of the clamping cup, and once that's depressed, the vacuum draws atmosphere out of the cup, and then once you have it sealed with your material, it has a really strong holding force on the clamping cup. Now these units, both the VAC-SyS SE1 and SE2, can be held down to your work surface in a variety of different ways. If it's a permanent solution and a dedicated space for these tools, we recommend screwing them down with the 4 screw hole locations on the corners. If it's something that you're on the go and setting up and taking down often, maybe you're a weekend warrior or a contractor on the job site, you might want to screw these to a board and then be able to clamp that board to a work surface or a bench or what have you. These also do have a switch on the left-hand side, allows you to activate the clamping mode for the base or just for the clamping cup. So if you have a surface that is nice and smooth and is not porous, maybe a laminated workbench, something that's going to be able to get a real nice, good vacuum connection, you're going to want to hold that there in the vacuum base configuration. That's not only going to hold your material on top, but it's going to hold the entire clamping system to your work surface. The foot pedal is used to release the atmosphere or release the vacuum on the clamping cup, and that allows you to remove your material, maybe reposition it and slap it down on the clamping cup again, or maybe grab another material and get working. The vacuum pump is extremely quiet, extremely small, has a simple switch and a vacuum gauge on top, a cord wrap that allows you to nice and neatly wrap the cords and get them out of your way during transportation or storage. If we go back to the actual clamping units themselves, you'll see that the SE1 comes with a circular kind of disc clamping cup, and the SE2 comes with more of a long, slender clamping cup that is really nice for skinnier parts and things like that. Now, both clamping bases are relatively identical with the exception of the clamping cups on top. Both of them can be loosened up and articulated to get your material in almost any way you want. The top can be rotated 360 degrees by loosening the knob on the left-hand side, and then you can simply rotate it. If you'd like to tilt it from either a horizontal position or a vertical position, the large lever on the right-hand side when you're actually facing the label on the front, you loosen that up, you pull the detent, and then you're able to tilt it in basically any angle from 0 to 90 degrees. So that allows you to get a lot of flexibility and allows you to get very ergonomic in your work setup and work holding. One gripe I have about the system is the hoses. They seem a little bit large and bulky for today's taste, and small and compact, and how Festool does some things. But clearly, I'm not an engineer. I don't understand that the stresses and forces that goes on with the extreme vacuum forces that this system requires. We've had this unit in our woodworking shop here for the last about month and a half, and until this review, it has been permanently screwed down to our table. That is how much we have used this, and it has changed our workflow here in our woodworking shop. Not a production facility. We can be at times, depending on the jobs that come in. We have a lot of repetitive tasks. So this allows us to be able to clamp one part, do our job, whether that's sanding, edge routing, edge banding, whatever we're doing on the actual workpiece itself, and slap the foot pedal, release it, throw a new piece on there, and get working. There's no clamps, there's no dogs, there's no nothing. It's simple clamping force by vacuum, which is incredibly fast, convenient, and just super simple to operate. In our woodworking shop here, we are going to use them for those production jobs, for basically anything. In the future, we're going to have a 4 by 6 foot assembly table here, and we're going to come up with kind of a quick disconnect system that probably is going to have one of these permanently mounted on one of the corners, and then the second one can be able to quickly connect and get placed on the assembly table. And then the vacuum pump and pedal are going to have its own dedicated spot in a drawer or in a shelf on the end of the assembly table. Guys, this unit is very, very expensive, and I can say that wholeheartedly, very expensive. But if you're doing anything that is production work or value your flexibility, your health as far as ergonomics and getting your material the way and orientation that you need it, check this bad boy out. We think it's going to be a real big game changer. I've done a little bit of research prior to utilizing this, prior to this review. A lot of folks are buying the vacuum pump separate. It comes with a 3-year warranty. They're using it for their own industries, and a big one there is countertops. They have those clamping pads that suck the countertops together as they're gluing the joints with granite and the synthetic countertops and whatnot. That is just outlasting. With all Festool products, it's industrial, it's commercial, it's built to last, and that's certainly what it's going to do. Let us know below if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. We'd love to provide some feedback and answer any questions you may have. We strongly encourage you to follow us on social media as we do product updates, project updates, and exclusive social media giveaways. I'm Andy Glass with Workshop Addict. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.